Iran began enriching uranium up to 20% for the Tehran research reactor under the supervision of the IAEA inspectors, as informed in the official letter sent to the nuclear agency in Vienna Monday. The move caused a wave of reactions in the West, from moderate support to concerns and open calls from the Western powers for a new set of sanctions against the Islamic Republic. Iran's ambassador to the IAEA, Ali Asghar Soltani, slammed calls for new Security Council sanctions, saying enrichment up to 20% was not against the IAEA regulations and Iran's actions are fully legitimate.
100%, because as you're aware, in none of the international documents, including the agency's statute, NPT, or comprehensive safeguard, and even additional protocol, you cannot find any phrase to put a limit on enrichment.
Tehran research reactor fuels Iranian hospitals with radioisotopes used for medical purposes. This is why, according to Ambassador Soltani, fueling the research reactor as quickly as possible remains a top priority for Iran. He also stressed Western powers never gave a clear answer to the Iranian proposal for a swap or direct purchase of higher enriched uranium, and thus forced Tehran to start enriching on its own.
Any member state has the privilege and right, according to statute, to do enrichment to any level that requires for national applications.
Still, Iran is leaving the door for further negotiations open. Ambassador Soltani stressed the Iranian proposal was still on the table, calling on the West to finally seize the opportunity and go back to the negotiating table. Analysts, however, doubt the Western powers will do that, suggesting the United States would now be seeking closer collaboration with the European Union against Iran, especially after China strongly opposed further UN sanctions against the Islamic Republic.
There's very intense behind closed door deals, very intense negotiations, and I think the situation has become very hysterical, very tense, and I hope things would calm down a little bit more, because what we are actually talking about is uranium for medical applications and nothing more.
So the next couple of weeks will be decisive in terms of diplomacy and lobbying, which, according to analysts, would determine the future course of the West regarding Iran's nuclear activities. Despite rising Western pressure, Iran remains determined to supply fuel for its research reactor, which is used to provide hospitals with radioisotopes. With IAEA supervising the whole enrichment process, all eyes are now on the forthcoming report of its new Director General, to be released in the coming days. Eva Manasieva, Press TV from the IAEA headquarters in Vienna.